Perfume from Paris. Made Mausoleo. See, perfume from Paris. See, now I smell nice and pretty. Oh. Well, I've often wondered why certain products are called what they are. Like Ben Gay. Does that mean you were gay and now you're not? Is that what Ben Gay is? Huh? Is that what Ben Gay is? You been gay, but now you're not? Is that what Ben Gay means? I don't know. I know it really stings. What would you rather do? Have muscle aches? Have muscle cramps and aches? Or smell that damn Ben Gay? Man. Man, I live in an apartment complex, so I have an apartment above me, an apartment below me, an apartment beside me, and apartment in back of me. And, man, they must be all using that Ben Gay shit because, man, I'm going, it's really, really stinking of Ben Gay. You can really smell it. It reeks of Ben Gay in this apartment. And I often wonder where they came up with that name, Ben Gay. That means you were gay and now you're not? You were gay and now you're not? I mean, that nice dress right here. It's a bar's made dress, and on my pigtails. Have I been gay or and now I'm not? Is that how they come up with Ben Gay? You've been gay and now you're not? I can't stand the smell, man. If you, what's worse? What's worse? Your muscles cramping up, or you can't breathe because you're breathing Ben Gay all the time. Man, this apartment reeks of Ben Gay. Everybody must be using it. Upstairs, downstairs, to the back, to the side. Everybody must be using Ben Gay. They must have been gay, and now they're not. And I like the 2016 presidential race with Donald Trump, the Big D, Donald Trump. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. He's gonna make America great again. Jeez, why is this guy even running? Why is Donald Trump even running? Hell, he's worth $12 billion. He's already at the top of the luxury of the chain of luxuries. Why would he even stoop? Why would he even stoop to become the United States president? Why would Donald Trump even stoop? I'm saying stoop because he's going from $12 billion or millions to billions a year to $330,000 a year that a president makes. That's how much a president makes. The United States president makes $330,000 a year. Now, why would Donald Trump, who's worth over $12 billion and makes millions to billions every year, stoop from here to become president, to make America great again? And he has some great catchphrases. I like his phrases, his great catchphrases. It's, you're fired. That's their premise. And then on their premise, he always says, you're fired. And while he's running for presidential candidate, he's saying the government, all the people that work in the government, including the president and governors and all the government people, they're stupid and they don't know what they're doing and they're fired. That's Donald Trump's catchphrases. They're stupid, they don't know what they're doing, and they're fired. I love Donald Trump. I want him president. He needs to be president, really. I mean, if he's going to if he's going to go from $12 billion and makes millions to billions a year to $330,000 a year that a U.S. president makes, why not let the man run? Why not let the man run? He can't hurt the economy. He's already proven. He's already proven he makes billions. He's worth $12 billion. In cash, it's like, I think he said I think his financial statement is like $5 or $6 billion just in cash. But he's worth $12 billion. Now, you don't be worth $12 billion and not know what you're doing with money. And not knowing what you're doing with money. And in the United States is 19 trillion. That's $19 trillion in debt. We need Donald Trump. He's the man. We need him. We don't need Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton. Okay, let's take a look at Hillary Clinton. Okay, she was the worst Secretary of State ever that the United States ever had. She was the worst Secretary of State. We already gave her a chance. We already gave Hillary Clinton a chance. We gave her husband a chance, Bill Clinton. We impeached Bill Clinton on 2 counts. The Senate impeached Bill Clinton on 2 counts. That's lying under oath and the Lewinsky case, which meant that he had improper sexual behavior. So that was the second count. The first count, he's a liar. I mean, when people asked him before he was president and when he was president, he always said he didn't inhale. He didn't inhale marijuana. Come on. So why did he even put it to his mouth? He's a liar, and Hillary Clinton is a bigger liar. and take that Carly, you know, that other woman's running that used to be CEO of Hewlett Packard, and she was at the GOP, you know, where all the candidates get together and they're asked a bunch of questions, and then the other candidates say what they think about the question, and then they can, you know, talk to each other. Carly, she says, "Oh, I was the head of HP, Hewlett Packard, you know, with computers and printers and all the computer stuff." That's Carly. She was like a CEO of Hewlett Packard, HP, and she fired like 10,000 employees, and because the company was going under, and she said on the GOP that she brought the stock up, right? The stock really raised. I mean, it skyrocketed, right? And went way beyond what they were when they were falling. And Donald Trump going, and Carly was fired. She was violently fired from HP, Hewlett Packard, and Carly's going, "Oh, I brought the company up." When that happened, because I watched the stock, I never saw that. I never saw HP rise at all. It never even got back to where it was after she fired 10,000 people. Never did. Well, Carly's going, it did. What kind of dream world is Carly living in? She's the biggest liar. She's the biggest liar I've ever seen as a person running for president. She is the biggest liar. She's even worse than Clinton. Either Clinton, Hillary or Bill Clinton. They're all liars. And like Donald Trump says, he's not doing it for the money. He's even going to donate his money. He even gives money away. He donates money. What better person do we need right now? For the U.S. president? What better person than Donald Trump? He's already proved he's got decade. He's got decades as being a financial wizard. He's a master. He's a financial wizard, a financial master. He's a genius. He knows a lot about a lot of subjects, a lot more than most people. So he's a genius. Donald Trump is. And what better candidate would make a 2016 president than Donald Trump? There is none. This should be 100% voting for Donald Trump. 100%. I don't see why it ain't. And why even Hillary Clinton, if you're going to have a chance after their track record, with her being the worst Secretary of State ever, and Bill Clinton himself being impeached by the Senate on 2 counts. He's a liar. He's already proved that before he even went to court. He's a liar. And Hillary Clinton is the worst Secretary of State ever. So what better candidate? There is no other better candidate. There is none. And there probably never will be running. Unless Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to be able to run. What I'd like to see is Donald Trump as president and Arnold Schwarzenegger as vice president, because Arnold Schwarzenegger was born in Austria, so he can't run for president according to our Constitution. According to our Constitution, you have to be born in the United States. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was born in Austria. But that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see Donald Trump as the president and Arnold Schwarzenegger as the vice president. Because Arnold Schwarzenegger ran for or was governor of the biggest state in the union, the most money state in the union, where Hollywood is, in California. He was the governor of it. He'd be perfect for a vice president. Shit, he would be. I wouldn't pick anybody else other than Arnold Schwarzenegger for vice president. And same thing with Donald Trump. I would pick no one else. There's like 20 candidates running. Biden, you would want Biden? Man, this stuff is a mystery to me. Why would you want Biden? Why would you want another 4 years of Obama or 8 years of Obama? Because you people probably vote for him no matter if we were in war and going under anyway. I don't know why you people do that. Biden though? Why? I mean, you're just carrying on Obama's bullshit. And I don't understand your people in the first place, because you voted Obama back in again after 4 years of bullshit. Now you got 4 more years of bullshit. Now we're $19 trillion in debt. What the hell is it going to take to get you people to vote right? God. And to vote for Hillary again? I mean for Clinton again? After he was impeached, after Hillary Clinton was the worst Secretary of State ever? And her emails, she's a liar. She's so much of a liar. At first, she didn't give her emails up, and she tried to delete them, and they were able to recover them. So, what's the deal with that? Why would she not give them up at first and delete them like Watergate? Nixon, Richard Nixon. But he didn't delete them. He just kept them to himself, because if Richard Nixon would have gave those tapes away, would have gave too much information away, and he would have been impeached. So he left office. He resigned. He resigned from office and gave it over to Ford. But so Nixon did the right thing. Nixon was a good president, though. He just got in a bad situation. That's all. And he liked to keep track of everything. That's why the Watergate tapes. But those tapes would have gave up way too much information, and he knew it. So that wasn't an option. He couldn't give the tapes up while he was president. And once he left president, he was automatically acquitted. All the charges would have been dropped. But because that's the same thing with Bill Clinton. The 2 charges of lying under oath, that was proven, and the Lewinsky case, that was proven by the United States Senate, and he was impeached for those 2 accounts. Sexual misconduct and lying. Those two charges were proven, and he was impeached by the United States Senate. But then when he left office, they acquitted all charges. which is bullshit. But why would you want another Clinton there? And Bush? Oh my God! You people, man, people gotta wake up. You have to wake up. Please wake up, man. Please wake up. I mean, anytime anytime the Bushes ran, we just kept getting worse and worse in debt. How do you think we made it to $19 trillion this year? Today is 10/16/2015, and we're $19 trillion in debt. 19 trillion. Donald Trump says the beyond of getting back on our feet is the beyond point is 21 trillion. Once we hit 21 trillion, about forget it. He ain't gonna be able to do shit because we're gonna be so far in debt, and it's gonna be so high interest that China's gonna walk in and take over the United States. China will, and so you might as well start talking Chinese. I mean, if you get anybody else, in president and any of the 20 or 21 other candidates, if you get anybody else in there, you might as well start talking Chinese. You might as well learn how to talk Chinese because the United States won't be the United States no more. It's going to be China. So China, because they're already buying our land. They're already buying up all our land. So when they walk in, all they have to do is, put their dictator, and it won't be president no more. It'll be a dictator, and you will do what they say. You'll cut your hair exactly how they say to cut your hair, and you'll wipe your ass when they tell you to wipe your ass and not before. So, it's communist. We'd be under communist rule, what they want, China does. They want, of course, they want more land. They already got a lot of our money. We owe them almost $2 trillion. So all they got to do is step over and say, okay, this is China. We're China now. We're China Junior. We're going to have the good people of China, and then we're going to be China Junior, the lower people. If any other president gets in, that's just the way it's going to be. So good luck. I mean, it's been a nice ride. You've been free for a while, semi-free. But it ain't gonna last if you get someone else in. If you get anyone other than Donald Trump, then you might as well just start learning Chinese because you're gonna have to know that to know what they're saying. I mean, they know how to speak English, but if you want to understand them that way. But hey, you might as well just start talking Chinese. I mean, especially if you get Clinton there, and especially if you get Jeb Bush in there. Jeb Bush? Come on. Let's look at the Bushes. Christ. Jeb Bush on the GOP says, oh, but when my brother was president, we were safe. Safe from who? We weren't safe. I guess you guys forgot. What about 911? That happened under Bush administration. 911. And we lost over 2,000 lives that day. We lost over 2,000 lives that day on American soil. Who in the hell were we safe from? We sure in the hell weren't safe from the president because that was the United States organized. That was orchestrated by the United States to cover up the WorldCom building. Those two World Trade Center came down. They imploded all the way down the ground, right? Why did the WorldCom building implode though? Why did that all of a sudden just implode? Nothing even came by it, and it's a block away. Nothing even come by it, nothing even touched it, and it imploded. Just as bad as the World Trade, but we never hear nothing about that because it's a cover-up. It's a cover-up. And that's what the whole 911 was about. Now, no, bin Laden, it wasn't about, it was kind of about bin Laden, but the United States supported bin Laden to do it. The United States did, because they wanted to cover up the WorldCom building. That's why. They want to cover up all the scams that were going on in the WorldCom building, and it's the only way they could have done it is by doing a diversion of the 2,000 people and the big buildings coming down And that's the only way they could do it. Everybody be focused on that, not even worry about the World Trade Building and all their scandals. And that's the only way they can get rid of it, is to implode that building and get rid of all the paperwork, all the paper trails, all the computer stuff. If you don't believe that, and you don't believe me, you think I'm just full of wind, watch Jesse the Body Ventura. Jesse Ventura. He's the governor of one of these states. He's trustworthy. Listen to what he has to say. Jesse Ventura. Look under who's going to be the next. Let's see. Who's 2016 president? I think it's who's 2016 president. He's being interviewed by a news anchor, and he even states in there that 911 was definitely orchestrated by the United States government. Now, if you don't believe me, watch Jesse Ventura. He's a governor. Okay, so he's got clout. I don't got clout. I'm just a Joe Blow. I don't got clout. So watch Jesse the Body Ventura. Jesse Ventura. On that interview. And he'll say that 911 was orchestrated, and the government knew about it, of course, because they're orchestrators of 911. The government killed 2,000 United States citizens, including police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and children. Don't get me wrong, all United States presidents have to be murderers. They have to kill to be a president. It's just part of the job, okay? All presidents kill people. All. There's never been one president that hasn't killed many thousands of lives, because that's their job. But United States people, though, your own people, that's not their job. And they made it their job. On 911. That's all I got to say, man. But you want to vote for a Bush that killed 2,000 United States citizens? We're safe. We're safe under his watch. Don't go for a vote. I'm not going to tell you how to vote. 2,000 lives on 911, though. Innocent lives. They didn't know what was going on. Until it was too late. Kids. They had daycares in that trade center. Kids died. People died. And when the 5 airplanes, all those people died. A lot of people in the trade centers died. Kids died. Why? Because they wanted to cover up the WorldCom scandal. That's the only reason why 2,000 lives had to die on 9/11. Don't take my word for it. Take Jesse Ventura's word for it. He's the governor. That's all I got to say. Today's 10/16/2015. Thanks a lot for listening.